Welcome back. Wind-driven wildfires are exploding across the west tonight.
The Tunnel Fire remains the largest, with hundreds of firefighters working around the clock to try to get it under control. But here's what we know so far. So far, it's burned more than 2,000 acres and is 0% contained. According to local reports, 50-mile-per-hour winds helped fan those flames today. About 25 structures have been lost in the fire. 765 homes also remain under evacuation orders, forcing thousands from their home.
Cried driving away because you just don't know. You don't know if you're going to come home to anything.
Once I got up there, I saw everything was gone. All the houses that I had seen that were there earlier, 45 minutes earlier, except for one, were all burned to the ground.
Now, the risk isn't limited to Arizona. The fire outside of Flagstaff is one of a half-dozen major wildfires that have raged across Arizona and New Mexico the last few days.
We are tracking quiet skies tonight after some scattered showers and a few thunderstorms earlier today. We are still at 70 degrees. Very nice evening in Jefferson City under mainly clear skies. Clouds are starting to work back in, though, across the area. We'll likely have patchy cloud cover into the morning. Winds starting to pick up a little bit more, too. So it's going to be breezy overnight and into tomorrow. Temperatures only dipping into the low 60s overnight. So it's going to be a mild start to the day tomorrow, but definitely breezy as you're heading out the door. Likely need a light layer for the early morning as the kids are getting on the bus, but we're going to remain in the 60s. I'm thinking that cloud cover starts to move out by mid to late morning, leaving us with temperatures in the low 70s by lunchtime. High temperatures tomorrow climbing up into the 80s. It's going to be a beautiful and breezy day as those winds pick up to about 30 miles per hour. Over the weekend, tracking some nice weather once again on Saturday, windy and warm. Saturday night into Sunday, though, not the best to get outside as we're tracking showers and storms returning to the area. Here's what we have now. Our warm front continues to slide to the north tonight. That's tracking more of that rain and storm chance off to our north. It's pushing it across northern Missouri into parts of Iowa, and that's where it's going to stay overnight into tomorrow. Here's what our latest future track looks like as we head into the overnight hours. Best chance of rain again stays to our north. Going into the day tomorrow, finally clearing out some of those clouds. It's going to be a mild day with a lot of sunshine tomorrow. Heading into the weekend, starting off mild on Saturday with some sunshine breaking through the clouds. Not going to see much in the way of rain, at least until evening. Here's 3 o'clock on Saturday. Keep in mind this timing could change just a little bit as we get closer to the weekend, but we'll be watching for showers and storms developing out ahead of a cold front. Best chance for strong to severe storms will be across parts of eastern Kansas into western Missouri into Saturday afternoon and evening. Here's what it looks like at 10 o'clock. We could still have a couple of strong storms here across our western counties, but overall the threat will start to diminish overnight with rain continuing into Sunday. Looks like we're going to see about another inch or so by the end of the weekend. Looks like we're going to have some dry weather, though. So at least over the next few days, looking fairly quiet. Most of the rain for the next 7 days will actually happen over the weekend with that chance of showers and storms Saturday into Sunday. Looking ahead, temperatures are close to normal over the next 6 to 10 days, trending a little cooler than average, especially at the beginning of the week with temperatures only making it to the 60s, but we're going to be in for some dry days ahead, and that's going to be a nice change after all this rain this week. Here's the 7-day breakdown. We are getting into the 80s the next 2 days. It's very windy tomorrow and Saturday, gusts up to around 30 miles per hour. Pollen levels are going to be somewhat high. Into the rest of the weekend, tracking that rain moving in Saturday night into Sunday. That clears out Sunday night, leaving us with at least 3 days with no rain. Temperatures remaining in the 60s.
And covering Jefferson City tonight, Capital City Cook-Off will return to its home at the fairgrounds tomorrow.
The annual fundraiser benefits the Jefferson City Special Learning Center and in the past has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for the nonprofit. The event will kick off at 5 p.m. at the Jaycees Cole County Fairgrounds. It is too late to sign up to compete, but you can still get tickets to go. It'll be $30 at the gate, or you can get tickets in advance at the following locations for $25. A ticket is all you need to get all-you-can-eat ribs, 2 drinks, plus access to live music and the beer garden. Organizers say it's a good time and benefits a great cause.
An estimated 9,000 Ukrainians are thought to be buried in 200 new mass graves found today near Mariupol. We'll have more in the devastation that is being left from the fighting. Plus, we'll tell you what new steps the United States is taking to help Ukraine.
The The ABC 17 Precious Metals Report is sponsored by Amerigems, your source for buying and selling gold, silver, coins, and jewelry. Before the sun comes up and long after it sets, ABC 17 News and Storm Track Weather keep working for you, gathering the information your family needs to take on the day, alerting you to breaking news and health and safety concerns in our area, plus tracking the latest weather conditions to help you plan ahead. It's everything you need to know from the team you trust most. ABC 17 News and Storm Track Weather, where the news comes first.
Hey kids, it's the world famous Harlem Wizards inviting you to come see our live show of outrageous trick hoops and alley-oops.
That was fun! It was so cool!
I had a great time. It was very exciting.
I got to chill with all my friends and I got to see some amazing tricks.
You don't want to miss it.
Not all internet is priced this good. Switch to Extreme and go super fast for as low as $19.99 a month for a year. Oh yeah. Hook up your home with powerful Wi-Fi, 99.99% reliability, and speeds that are FCC proven to be faster than advertised. Not all internet is priced this good. Switch today and get speeds starting at 100 meg for as low as $19.99 a month for a year. Call 844-EXTREME2 for details.
ABC 17 News on the Go is sponsored by Jose Jalapenos. Jose Jalapenos, a taste of Mexico the whole family can enjoy.
JC Mattress and Furniture Showrooms is celebrating its 95th anniversary. That's 95 years of serving our loyal customers throughout Mid-Missouri. As a way of saying thank you, we're having an anniversary sale going on now. Come see the enormous stock of sofas, recliners, dining tables, bedroom furniture, and so much more. It's all ready to take home or available for delivery. There's something for every room, every budget. Visit us in Jefferson City or Osage Beach or at jcmattressonline.com.
Playing the best rock ever made. Classic Rock, 96.7 KCMQ. Best rock ever made.
I'm a joker. I'm a smoker. Mamma mia, mamma mia. In the morning Shag with Shags and Trevor. And we made the TV commercial.
Mid-Missouri's classic rock station, 96.7 KCMQ.
This is what justice looks like.
I was a faithful and loving husband, and I never did this.
Law and Crime Daily brings you the hottest cases and controversies from courtrooms nationwide. Plus, we'll have the latest from important local trials every day.
Michael was turned into kind of a villain.
From celebrity disputes to social justice issues.
Evidence. We need evidence.
They forced me into the equation.
We're the place to turn for expert analysis of the day's top legal and criminal stories.
Weekdays at 12:30 on ABC 17 KMIZ.
You're watching ABC 17 News at 10 on KMIZ, where the news comes first.
Taking a look now at the war in Ukraine, Russian President Vladimir Putin is claiming victory in the battle for Mariupol, despite an estimated 2,000 Ukrainian fighters still holed up in a giant steel mill.
Yeah, Putin has ordered his troops not to storm the stronghold, expressing concerns for their safety if they were to enter. Instead, telling them to seal it off so that, quote, not even a fly comes through. The AP describes the 2,000 troops as die-hard defenders that are hiding in a maze of underground passageways.
Putin's comments came as satellite image provider Maxar Technologies released photos showing more than 200 of what it calls new mass graves in a town where Ukrainian officials say the Russians have been burying Mariupol residents killed in the fighting. As many as 9,000 are estimated to be buried there.
Earlier today, President Joe Biden announced another $800 million in military aid for Ukraine. It includes heavy artillery, bringing the total U.S. military aid since Russia invaded to around $3.4 billion.
And the former president of Honduras has been extradited to the United States. Juan Orlando Hernandez faces drug trafficking and weapons charges. This is a dramatic reversal. He used to be a leader the U.S. called the key ally in the war on drugs. Prosecutors allege that Hernandez was involved in a corrupt and violent drug trafficking conspiracy that moved more than 550 tons of cocaine to the U.S. In a statement today, Attorney General Merrick Garland said he abused his position as president to operate the country as a narco state. Hernandez was president from 2014 to 2022. He left the office just 3 months ago.
Florida's a step closer to stripping Disney of its special status, allowing it to operate autonomously around the Orlando area theme park. State lawmakers passed a bill today to get rid of the status after Disney objected to new laws limiting certain classroom discussions about sexual identity and gender, dubbed by critics as the Don't Say Gay bill. Republican Governor Ron DeSantis has yet to sign it, but says he supports the measure. One state senator said if the bill becomes law, it'll directly cost taxpayers in nearby counties more than $1 billion, or about $2,200 to $2,800 tax hikes per household.